Every day, we go to work hoping to do two things: share coffee with our friends, help make the world a little better. The story of Starbucks begins with three founders of Starbucks. The first Starbucks coffee shop opened in Seattle in 1971. At first, Starbucks was just a coffee bean store. Robusta coffee beans were popular in the United States because of their cheap price. But Starbucks started to sell Arabica coffee beans which were higher in quality. A Starbucks worker, Howard Shaw, was captivated with coffee bar while traveling to Italy. He has a vision to bring the Italian coffee tradition to the United States. However, the founders denied the Italian coffee bar idea. Shaw left Starbucks and created his own coffee brand Second Chinolis. Three founders of Starbucks decided to sell it to Shaw due to dreadful fall of coffee shelf. Shaw changed Second Chinolis to Starbucks. After Howard Shaw became the CEO of Starbucks, the number of stores has been rapidly increased annually. By 2002, more than 5,000 stores opened worldwide, and the number of stores increased by more than 10,000 stores by 2005. Now, there are around 25,000 Starbucks stores that are being managed by 200,000 employees. 1971, Starbucks started by selling coffee beans in Seattle Pipeline Market. 1987, Starbucks added hand-pressed espresso beverage to the menu. In 1992, Starbucks became a publicly traded company. 2011, Starbucks marked 40 years and began the next chapter in history. Starbucks Coffee website states that the company mission statement is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. This mission statement reflects what Starbucks does to keep its business running. Starbucks Coffee does not readily mention its vision statement. However, a careful reading of the company website reveals that its vision statement is to establish Starbucks as the premier purveyor of the finest coffee in the world while maintaining our uncompromising principle while we grow. With our partner, our coffee, and our customer at our core, we lead this value, creating a culture of warmth and belonging where everyone is welcome, acting with courage, challenging the status quo, and finding new ways to grow our company and its order, being decent, connecting, transparency, dignity, and respect, delivering our very best in all we do, holding ourselves accountable for the result.
Starbucks has two main targets. First, young adults aged between 18 and 24. Second, adults aged between 25 and 40. Young adults are responsible for 40% of sales. And the other targeted adults are responsible for 49% of sales. Usually, many coffee companies spend around 10% of revenue for commercials. However, Starbucks uses only 1.19% of revenues for commercials. This is possible because Starbucks use SNS to advertise. Starbucks use SNS to communicate with customers. As a result, Starbucks is very familiar to customers. In SNS, Starbucks is one of the most mentioned brands. Celebrities also contribute to advertising Starbucks. Starbucks use standardization for their marketing strategy. Starbucks standardizes coffee and service qualities all around the world. Localization is another marketing strategy of Starbucks. This includes portraying a country's local trade when designing the stores. Therefore, each store has their own unique atmosphere. Starbucks is producing new menus with Korea has no specific coffee tradition. So, Starbucks joined Singsa-gai to avoid local risk and to standardize coffee tradition. Starbucks decorated the shop as traditional Korean houses. Starbucks opened the first Korean cyborg store. They also make a special menu with Jeju green tea. And this was so successful, now Seoul possesses the most Starbucks shop in the world. Starbucks has been hugely successful on social media, attracting tens of millions of fans and followers, and becoming one of the most popular brands on Facebook. These are 4 awesome social campaigns from Starbucks. Jumping on the trend. It took a blizzard to hit America for Starbucks to come up with a social media campaign that celebrates warm coffee in winter. The company exploded with Facebook and Twitter posts surrounding conversation about the snowstorm nicknamed Nemo. Nothing extraordinary, just the images of people in the cold weather holding warm cups of coffee. These were promoted with Facebook ads, and promoted tweets, meaning they appeared when people searched for weather-related hashtags such as Nemo or hashtag blizzard. The Red Cup contest. Starbucks Red Cup became a tradition, the ultimate sign that Christmas is here. In 2014 and 2015, Dave introduced a holiday hashtag Red Cup contest on Instagram. The user had to share and tag photos of their Red Cup for a chance to win one of 5 prizes. In 2015, a photo was shared every 14 seconds on Instagram in the first 2 days, gathering a total of 40,000 entries over the course of the contest. Charity campaign. The company teamed up with Foursquare, a local search and discovery service mobile app, to help spread awareness about AIDS. For a short period of time, Starbucks donated $1 every time someone checked into one of its coffee houses in the US and Canada. Starbucks set a limit of $250,000 on its donation during this campaign. Before that, they've donated $10 million to the Red charity's fight against AIDS. Starbucks has launched its own credit card in an effort to fix its biggest problem. Starbucks has a new product that it hopes will help coffee lovers, a credit card. The card, launched Thursday with JP Morgan Chase and Visa, comes as Starbucks struggle with slowing growth in the US. With the new card, Starbucks wants to lure those who haven't yet signed up for its rewards program. The Starbucks Rewards credit card has a $49 annual fee and lets cardholders earn free Starbucks drinks and food. Branded credit cards, like the Starbucks one, have been popular for decades since they help strengthen customer loyalty.
Starbucks company has failed in Australia. Australia already has coffee tradition long before Starbucks introduction. Because Starbucks had no partnership in Australia, they suffer from local risk. As a result, it was harder to maintain their shops. In 2014, the Winter Group without 7-Eleven bought Starbucks in Australia. The goal of Winter Group is to make Starbucks successful in Australia. But something still did slow Starbucks down.
Economic trouble has been brewing for a while at Starbucks. Shares have plummeted over the past 2 years.
600 stores. We woke up one day, and everywhere we looked, people were lining up against Starbucks. The media, Wall Street, we had a falling stock price, competitors, customers.
Shaw stepped down as CEO in 2000. At that time, Starbucks is one of the most recognizable brands. 8 years later, Starbucks began to suffer not only from economy but from missteps within the company as well. Starbucks shares falling nearly 20% and shareholders were worried and angry. Those leadership of company at that time blamed for the session of a bad financial year. It was certainly a competition worth notice. McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts entered the coffee markets with a customer alternative to Starbucks. McDonald's even put up billboards specifically targeting Starbucks rises. Starbucks let the customers know they were committed to improving by closing on their stores with 3 hours to restrain their employees. Then Starbucks focused on training employees. They emphasized how every partner personally accountable for the outcome of every single customer interaction.
Closing more than 7,000 of its U.S. stores for one evening only. The mission? Retrain 135,000 of its baristas on how to make that perfect latte.
Loving can heal. Loving can make.
My Starbucks idea was the place to encourage customers to share their ideas for Starbucks company. As a result, there were over 277 ideas brought to life.
When we die, we keep this love in its photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts were never broken.
Our biggest threat as humans is thinking that we and the planet are invincible. That kind of denial has put our world at risk. But we humans also have the power to learn and to make a difference. Conservation International believes that people need nature. That's our responsibility to protect it. For 15 years, Conservation International has been on an amazing journey with Starbucks to ethically source their coffee around the world. Together, they created a new way to buy that coffee. One that is sustainable, transparent, and good for people and the planet. This journey has covered 4 continents where they improve the lives of 1 million farmers and workers and care for millions more coffee trees. Conservation International is proud to recognize Starbucks for ethically sourcing 99% of their coffee. making them the largest coffee retailer to reach this milestone. But there's always more to do. Starbucks is committed to 100% ethically sourced coffee. It is that constant pursuit of this last 1% that helps make the world a better place. That's why Starbucks is working with groups like Eastern Congo Initiative, which is helping thousands of coffee farmers in the Democratic Republic of Congo to increase their production, creating opportunities for local communities. In the end, this isn't just about coffee. It's about possibilities and commitment. Whether you're a global company like Starbucks or a single human being, you can make a difference, and all those differences add up to the world that changes for the better.